Hey, and welcome back. How is everybody? So, this week's Project Life spread is my week 7 Project Life layout. It is the first week in February, and yeah, I'm a little far behind, but I get a couple of spreads a week done, so it doesn't bother me. It's all sorted on my computer, ready to go, so when I get the creative juices flowing, I just go and print out some photos and do my spreads. So like I said, this is week 7. I do end up changing my title card from that. I really like that card, so I'm saving it. And yeah, so all I'm doing is, like you've seen before, I include Facebook statuses, text messages, things like that in my spreads. And the card I'm working on now, with the on the right there with the unforgettable on it, that is a Facebook status I set after I posted a video of my son at his swimming carnival. Now, this was a big thing for us, a big event, a very big day. Cooper is 8 and is in year 3, but he's in the support unit at his school. Cooper has autism, and this was the first swimming carnival he'd actually been to, and he said he wanted to swim his race. Now, Cooper's autism means it affects his gross motor skills as well. He's a little delayed in things like that. So he was the only student from his class that wanted to go in his race. So it was a really big thing. We were standing, all his friends were standing there cheering him on, and it's all in the video. But it was just, he suffers from severe anxiety, and even to jump in the pool was a huge thing for him. It took him about 3 times as long as everyone else before he jumped in. But the fact that even though he was standing there and was getting quite anxious, he overcame that anxiety and he jumped in the pool and then swam the entire length of the pool. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. And yeah, I took a video, the entire 4 minutes it took him to swim the race. I posted it on Facebook of everyone cheering and him finishing the race and saying, "Oh, Mummy, I did it." And it was just absolutely amazing. And every single person that saw it on my Facebook page commented on it that they had tears in their eyes. It was just an amazing thing to watch. It really was. So this was his swimming carnival. And the photo underneath it that I'm working on now, for swimming carnival, cross country, athletics, all that, Cooper's in Lawson House, which is in school. They have the house colours. Well, his house colour is green. So we have a green pillowcase that we turned into a flag. I wrote on it with a Sharpie marker, "Go Cooper." And we take it to all the events when we cheer him on. He really loves to see that flag, and he just loves being cheered on. So this photo down the bottom is a photo of my nan and I with our flag cheering him on at his race. So as I said, I changed my title card. This is the card I go with up the top now, a polka dot one. I can't remember. I think it's from the Strawberry edition. I think all the cards I use for this week is the Strawberry edition, I'm pretty sure. And what it is I'm trying to use more of my stash, so I will pick something specifically to work with. So I went through my core kits and thought, okay, this would be a nice one to work with. So I picked up the Strawberry edition, went through it, and yeah, got my cards out. Now, I'm not quite sure why I did this. Don't ask me why I put black splatters on a confetti card anyway, because you can't really see it. But hey, it's done. But I do also put it on my journaling card as well. I love splatters. I just try and add them every now and then. But yeah, on the confetti card, kind of pointless. But I went with it. What next? You see, I'm always lining up my pretty cards, putting them all nice and neat. I don't know why. It's just a habit I have. The Lego. Oh, I hate Lego. Will, the little one down the bottom, he's my youngest. He absolutely loves Lego. He's obsessed with it. Every week with his pocket money and his birthday, everything, he wants Lego. I have no problem with that. I hate building it. I cannot stand building Lego. It takes forever and it gives me a headache. It really does. But when he buys it with his pocket money, he doesn't want to wait for Daddy to come home to build it. So I'm always the one that has to do it. So this was one of my first bigger boxes of Lego. Usually the little ones I don't mind because it's just a couple of pieces, no big deal. But yeah, the bigger ones with the bigger books of instructions, and it drives me insane. But this was my first one. Is this the spaceship? I can't quite see. But yeah, he got he really wanted a spaceship, so we went and got it, and oh man, that thing was so fiddly. But yeah, so this is a photo I took, and my journaling is, yay, I did it! All very proud of myself. I actually sent this photo to my husband to say, see, I can do it, I just don't like to. So yes, that was celebrating my first Lego creation that I put together. And Will's standing there going, Mummy, can I have it now? I'm like, hang on, I gotta take a photo first, buddy. So yes, very funny. I don't like Lego. If you can't tell, I don't like the stuff at all. But Will loves it. I made it 7.5 years before Lego came into the house. Cooper never wanted a bar of it. Cooper didn't care. Will, on the other hand, 3 years old, and he was obsessed with the stuff. And it's not the spaceship. That is the Lego that Cooper got. It's a Superman thing. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. But it was the first Lego I built. It was a superhero set, and it was a Batman and Superman thing. I don't know. I don't even know what it is. But yes, that was the first one I built. The second one I built was that damn spaceship that Will is showing off in that bottom photo. So yes, rambling on about Lego, but it is a very big part of our lives. It's Will's obsession. The boys have, because of their autism, they have special interests, and they become very obsessed with them, very focused on them. And Will just happens to be bloody Lego, so I'm so lucky. Yes, but anyway, I'll try not to blab on about how much I hate Lego. Now, what I do, if you've noticed in a lot of my other videos, I do cut up my cards as well. When you've got 8 of each card in a core kit, you know, you're not going to use them all without getting a little repetitive. So if there's an element on a card that I like, I will cut it out and use it, which I've done a fair bit in my last few videos. And this one had notes or something written on it, but it was like right in the middle of the banner, so it was kind of pointless. It was too long, so I end up chopping it up anyway, but I do still use it as a banner. And then I just put a journaling strip of Will and his lovely Lego. No, I don't put a journal. No, I do. I'm sure I do. I'm going through my collection of tiny word stickers. These are mostly from the Simple Stories sets. I love these things. I have a big, this pile you see comes out often. Yeah, see, I do put a journaling strip. That's what I thought. I have a pile that sits next to my desk. That's where I put them all. I have a few from Crepe Paper, but not many. It's the Simple Stories ones that I like the most, that you get, like, I think you get like 4 or 8 sheets of per pack. If you've seen them before, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I love those. So they're the ones I use for all my phrases and things. So I try to use them a lot. But yeah, see, I did put my journaling on a strip. And then just putting a bit of bling and I think a star or a heart or something like that. I think it's a heart. I'm working on an iPad, so it's a bit small for me to see. But yes, I got out a few pieces of wood veneer, just put it on my table so I'd use it. I like to get things out of my stash and put them on my desk, because I find I'm more likely to use it then. If I have to get up in the middle of a layout, chances are I'm not going to. If it's on my desk, it's going to get used. So I try and put as much on my desk. I go through my stash first, put some things on my desk that I think I'll want to use, and work with it that way. So I'm just adding the date to the picture of my Facebook status of when Cooper did his swimming carnival. I'm trying to add the date a lot more to each specific photos, just so I can remember the actual dates instead of just the random weeks. I'm doing that a lot more with my 12x12 layouts too, because you'll look back at a lot of my old albums and there's no dates, which is, you know, kind of defeats the purpose. So I'm trying to remember to put the date a lot more. Now this is just a banner. I think it was from Kmart. I think they're actually Kmart ones. They remind me of, I think it was DIY Shop that made them as well, but I found a set at Kmart as well, and yeah, same thing. They're chalkboard banners, so I just put one down to put the date on and use my white Uniball pen to write the date. This pen has stopped working on me now. I absolutely love this pen, and I think maybe it's just out of ink, which would be the first time I've done that in a long time. But it's a great white pen to write with. It is really good. Finding a white pen is never easy, a good white gel pen, but this one worked really good for me. So every time I attempt to tell you the date of the week I'm working on, I always get it wrong. This is not the first week in February, this is the 8th to the 14th. You'd think I'd remember that, but every time I go to tell you the date, I always mess it up. So I'm just going to stop telling the date and just tell you what week I'm working on. So yes, this is week 7, which the way I've done my album, this is the 8th to the 14th, which is also Valentine's Day. So I actually have some 12 by 12 layouts in my album as well that fall in with this week. There's a big photo of me, my nan and Cooper at his swimming carnival with the flag that one of the teachers at school took for us and put it on the school gallery page. So I pinched that. No, actually she emailed it to me as well. And I used that, and then I have a picture of my husband and I on our date night on Valentine's Day that I did a 12 by 12 of as well. So they're in my album. I mix my Project Life and my 12 by 12s in the one album and just put them around the date where they fall. So that way everything's all in the one place. So the next photo I'm going to work on is the middle photo on the left of me getting my tattoo redone. Me and my two sisters got a tattoo on my younger sister's 18th birthday, and we decided to get them redone this year and just get them touched up with a bit of watercolor, different colors, things like that. And my little sister took a photo while I was getting mine done, so I put that in here. I think it's a pretty cool photo. And yeah, just a little cork arrow. I have a packet of them from ages ago. I'm trying to use them up, but they're really cool to use. And then just a strip of journaling, just saying they got the tattoo redone. Nothing too extravagant there. Yeah, I use scraps of cardstock or paper or whatever is laying around on my desk to cut up and use into strips to put my journaling on. I do a lot of strip journaling. I just like the way it looks mostly, and it's good for little bits of journaling for individual photos as well. It's a good way to put it on. This Hooray card was in the strawberry edition, and I thought it was just perfect to go next to the photo of Cooper's swimming carnival. And I really love the way this card turned out. I just wanted it as a filler card mostly. So I think all I wrote was my boy did it or something like that, and then I decorated it with stars and a bit of bling, things like that, and it turns out to be a really great filler card. It's one of my favourites for the spread. I'm just going to add a bit of bling to a few other places on the layout. Clear bling is definitely my go-to. I use it a lot more than enamel dots. I do try and use enamel dots as well, but I find that they're always on my desk, and I find that I use them a lot. So now I'm on to the other side. Now this love embellishment was actually from another card from the kit that I cut out. I really wanted to use it as an embellishment, and I really loved it, so I cut it out and was trying to decide which photo to put it on, but in the end it goes on this photo of my husband and I on our date for Valentine's Day, and it ends up just working perfectly. And this is a photo of, yes, it's our legs, but we were at the beach killing time between dinner and the movie, and yeah, we just went for a nice walk along the beach. We live in Tweed Head, so you know there's a beach right across the road from the movie theatre, so just enjoyed the view and yeah, took some nice photos. And I just end up adding to this little bit of strip journaling, being with you, and put it under the love, bit of bling, and then a XOXO puffy sticker from the Heidi Swap set that's somewhere on that desk. And yeah, I just love how it turned out. That's one of my favourite photos on this layout. It just come together really nicely. We had a good night for Valentine's Day. My nan watched the boys and we went to La Pachetta for dinner, which is our favourite restaurant, and then Max Brenner for dessert, and then we went and saw Deadpool. Yes, I know a lot of people laughed when we said we went and saw Deadpool as our Valentine's date, but we really loved it. It was a great movie. It was really, really funny, so yeah, we both wanted to see that, so we went and saw Deadpool. So I'm using a lot of the strips and the offcuts that are on my desk from the cards I've cut up, and I just so happen to have some of this pink chevron, and it just worked. I just cut it into a quick banner and put on this photo of me and my niece. Now this is my first little niece. This is, if you've watched my videos, you know that I'm surrounded by boys. I have 2 sons, a dog, my husband, 2 nephews. Well, this is the first girl born into the family for a while. This is my little niece, my brother's newborn, and we go up near Brisbane, Browns Plains area. They live up there, so we went up to go visit about 2 weeks after she was born. Once they were home after we first saw her, and we just spent the day up there with my dad and his wife and their kids. And so the photo next to me and my niece is my dad with my niece as well. Yeah, just really great photos. Who doesn't love baby photos? They're just so cute. So yes, just finally getting to use a bit of pink on my layouts. So this container just holds some of my stamps that I use, and just a few rolls of washi. Not enough really. I need to get my containers out. I store all my washi and my stamps in the close to my heart containers. So I find it's too much of a pain when I'm in the middle of a layout to go through them and find something that I want to use. So I put this container on my desk, on the windowsill in front of my desk, just with a few stamps that I might use more often, and just some washi tape. Generally washi I have gotten out and couldn't be bothered putting away. So when I just need a bit of something, I generally pull from up there. And this photo is just a photo of me and Will at the park. We all went to the park when I was watching my nephews one night while my sister went to dancing. So we have a park across the road, so we went over, and I was just pushing Will on the swings because Will loves the swings. And just with the sunset in the background, it turned out to be a really great photo. So I've just put a word sticker and some washi and one of those love this round simple story stickers as well. So adding some wood veneer like I've done to both the bottom photos, and some more bling, and yeah, it all comes together nicely. This photo. My husband has recently started playing poker on a Wednesday night, playing a poker tournament down at one of the local clubs. And so one night I said, why don't we play poker together, you and me? And I think he hustled me. I still reckon he hustled me. I was winning hands down. I was kicking his butt, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, boom, 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 he takes me of all my chips. It was not nice. But this was one of the hands that I won. And yeah, so I had to take a photo because it was such a good hand. Now, the first label I put down, I actually wrote the wrong thing. And because I took 2 photos. One I took and posted on Facebook, but this was another winning hand I took a photo of. So I wrote the wrong thing. So I had to put another sticker down and just, change it. And the photo, yeah, see, this is the puffy sticker I'm adding to that love embellishment. It just ends up being a really nice cluster. I really love that. It's one of my favourite photos on the spread. Yeah, that bow doesn't make it. I thought I might be able to work it in there somewhere, but yeah, no. It's from an old kit that I have. So this is my dad, and this is Sophia, my niece. And this is my dad. Now, when me and my sister go up and see my dad and his kids, now since baby Sophia's coming, we fight over her. So first one to walk in and get to, we're not going to give her up. And my dad was on his way out to work, and I said, do you want to hold before you go? So I handed Sophia over on the very strict instructions that he gives her back to me and not to Nicole, which is my middle sister. So yes, very possessive of baby Sophia. This photo is my 2 boys and my oldest nephew at the park across the road. I just really like this photo. They were on these, I don't even know what they are. You walk across them and they move and that, and you help with your balance. So the first tall one there, that's Cooper. The next one is Jaden, my nephew, and the one on the end is Will. And I have a little tub on my desk that I put random embellishments and things in, so I'll use them up. And this favourite wood veneer was actually in there, and I thought it was great. It's one of my favourite pictures from our trip to the park. So yeah, I put it on there, put a bit of strip journaling under it, and done. It turns out to be a really good picture. I really like it. So I do fiddle with the journaling for a bit, just because I'm trying to tuck it under the wood veneer, like just to make it look, I don't know, nice, I guess. So I'm just gluing it down. I'm just trying to tuck it under a few of the letters, and then I staple the wood veneer onto the photo, And this is where I do attempt to make an effort to use enamel dots and not just my clear bling all the time. So I go get some green out and just throw it on there. See, I do try and make the effort now and then, but I'm always going for the bling. I love the bling. So I'm just cutting up some more of those cards, just cutting the notes little banner part thingy off and just adding it to this card. I thought I could get away with a pink card because of the photos of Sophia and date night and things like that. I'm trying to use more of my stash. I'm trying to use a bit more of the pinks and the girly things that I don't get to use so much. But being in my Project Life album, I find that I can get away with it a lot more because I'm in some photos, and then of course Sophia and other things as well. So it's not just always the boys. It's mostly the boys, but still I thought, you know, this pink card just went nicely. So just a bit of washi down and just adding some journaling on it. Literally all I write is just about the things we did that week, and we did a lot of things. So I just wrote about what a good week it was with the swimming carnival, poker night, date night, things like that. So once I finish writing on this card, that's it for the layout. I do add journaling to the other side as well, but I think I've taken the photo of the layout beforehand. Mostly I do my journaling after I finish the spread, just to save time. Yeah, so that's it for the layout. I hope you enjoyed the video and didn't mind my rambling voiceover. It's getting pretty late, but I wanted to get this up so I could upload it tonight and be ready to post tomorrow. So thanks for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.